All right. I finished it. First book of the series. I finished it. It was my first time. And I ate it up. I loved it. Stevie and Xander's. Oh, my heart goes for both of them. And oh my goodness. Like, it wasn't like fast paced where they're instantly attracted to one another and got together right away. It was like, it was slow going. And I ate it up. I loved it. It was for Stevie kind of like dislike to love in a situation. Like, she had instant attraction, but she also kind of did like internet sleuthing a little bit before she met him, and she had a preconceived notion about who he was as a guy. Like, he was an F-boy, and he liked to get around with the ladies, and he wasn't a very nice person and an arrogant jerk. And that kind of like affirmed her suspicions about him when she met him, when he wasn't really nice to her at all. Like, he would make her do all these errands just to show her, to put him in place, all because she didn't bow down to him because of him being the hockey god star that he is. And so he puts her in the ringer just to show her up a bit. And so she disliked him before, and now it's like top 80 disliked him. She was like, oh. And Stevie is no stranger when it comes to pro athletes. Let me tell you that. Her brother is a pro basketball player. He's very famous. And so Stevie doesn't mention that to any of the guys either. She's like, yeah, I'm going to keep it to myself because in the past, when people find out that who my brother is, they like to use me to get to my brother. So I'm just going to keep it to myself. And she also has like this policy for herself. Like, she made a vow to herself to never get romantically with another athlete. She got burned in the past by her ex, who treated her like crap, who also happened to be her brother's teammate. And so she got really hurt by him, and so she puts all these walls up for herself because of that, which is really heartbreaking to read about. And Xander's, he is like, I really, really like this girl, and it's not necessarily love right at this moment, but like, I'm really attracted to her and I want to see where this goes. And he's doing everything he can to like get in her good graces and just like see like where it goes. And she's like, buddy, no, we're not doing that. And another reason also is he's her boss too, and there is a no fraternization policy with flight attendants, as her supervisor Tara so kindly likes to mention to her from time to time. And so yeah, she could potentially, she could get fired if it was found out that she had any relations with any of the players on the flight, and that could end up very badly for her. And so this is more like a journey of how they come together, and also them dealing both with their own traumas. Like, Stevie has a lot of trauma when it comes to her weight, and she feels like she's not attractive enough for guys, and that's the reason why she can't hold a relationship. And Xander, he holds a lot of grudges against his dad and his mom. His mom left him when he was 16 years old because she was not fulfilled in her life as a mother, and she wanted something more for herself, which consequently she got together with a guy who has a lot of money. And so his dad basically checked out as being a father during that time. And so he also holds resentment for his dad for doing that, for not being able to help him emotionally during those times. And so it took him a while to eventually move forward from that, but he did get the proper care and help that he needed at the time to help himself move forward. And I really like how they put a lot of emphasis on mental health, and especially with athletes, because you don't see a lot of that. And I particularly don't see a lot of mental health awareness when I read like sports romance books. And I like how the author herself, put that in this series. And Stevie, in a way, does understand what Xander is going through, because She herself has a lot of trauma, especially when it comes with her relationship with her mother. Her relationship with her mother is not really good. So her mother, she's from the South, and she grew up as a debutante belle, and so she expected her daughter to follow in her footsteps. And when Stevie decided not to do that, her mom kind of had a 180 with their relationship. She would always put Stevie down in one way or another, always making underhand and passive aggressive comments about Stevie's weight. And so consequently that caused a lot of issues with Stevie's self-confidence and how she perceived herself and how she looked. And one of my favorite scenes in this story is the Christmas scene where Xander gets Stevie a tracksuit. And it's not just any suit. It's like very expensive, high-end. And it's not just one size. It's all 3 different sizes. One that would best fit Steve's body and help her make her feel comfortable in her own body. And I just loved that he did that. And then another moment for me was when they're being intimate, and she always kept asking him to turn the lights off when they're being intimate, and he didn't want to do that. He wanted to see all of her because he thought she was perfection itself. And so he goes and has her turns towards the mirror, and he asks her, what do you don't like about yourself? And she lists all the things that she doesn't like. She goes, that's the thing though. I love these things about you. It makes you who you are. It makes you you. And I love these things. And you are perfect the way you are. Nobody should make you feel like you're less than. And I think that was like a very pivotal moment for Stevie to help her understand and learn to love herself as it is. And so that really like resonated for me. And I was like, oh my god, it's like, oh my gosh, guys. So yeah, I really, 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 if anybody hasn't read this for the first time, I recommend it. I'm gonna start The Right Move next. It's about Stevie's twin brother, older brother in his case, because he's 3 minutes older, so that makes a difference, right? And this is about Ryan and Indy. Indy is Stevie's coworker and friend. They end up meeting in Mile High, and they just got really close. And so I'm excited to read about this book. When I'm done with the series, I'm gonna do like a ranking, so to see like who I like the best. And my mind always changes a lot, so just take that with a grain of salt. So far, my favorite in the series, because this is the only book I read so far, it's Mile High. But after I'm done with the whole series, I will do a ranking and see which ones I would rank from top to low. Happy reading, everyone.